Hello. Apologies for the late start. We've had some let's call them technical difficulties that we had to deal with. But we're glad to be back. We're happy to see you once more. I have no announcements, and frankly, we've cut into a good quarter of our time. So let's not hesitate in meeting our Neonates, shall we?
Hello there. I'm playing Jason Dorn, and I'm excited for this session that we have, and hopefully we'll find out a little bit more about it.
I'll speak on it. Technical difficulties. Honestly, that was Jason Dorn and the Isaiah, whatever his name is. They came in late. That's all it was. But I'm excited. So
I just looked at my girlfriend in absolute astonishment that I would say such baffling lies. This man failed to get a pizza. It took too long. And now we're here to play a game. I'm currently in the fan zone.
Who knows what the truth is, really? Kindred are unreliable narrators to begin with, and God only knows that Neonates are probably just as bad, if not worse. But with that being said, let's jump into today's episode, Book of Saints. We begin with a brief recap. Our saints are divided, perhaps in morals and mindset, but more so in physicality. Victor Belshane is gone. Taken by a rogue Lasombra, the group encountered on a reconnaissance mission, surveying the Camarilla buildings and domain. Our three remaining saints returned home to meet with Monique and Mashenka, the rest of the Serbat pack. Words have been exchanged. Admonishment has been given. And verse has been read in the Book of Nod. Our Neonates were divided when we left them. Separate rooms, working separate deals, going about their separate tasks. The night eventually came to an end. As they reflected on the verses they read, the admonishment they received from Monique, the verses that were given by Mashenka. Night eventually came to an end and the sun did rise. Our Neonates went down for day sleep. That is not where we join them now. We join them the next night when the sun falls and they begin to rise. Trey, if I'm not mistaken, your humanity level allows you to rise before everyone else.
yeah, and to go to sleep later than anyone else.
Indeed. When last we left you, you were reading the Book of Nod before your day sleep.
Yes, I was. But I would like to take some time to duct tape West as he hangs upside down in the basement.
Understood. So, as Jason and Wesley were winding time just a bit, as Jason and Wesley lay down for day sleep, Wesley has made it very clear that he is going to attempt every night to hang upside down in the basement, as seen in previous episodes, Book of Saints. Trey, there he is, dangling a bit haphazardly. This corpse, now dry and skin taut.
I'm gonna duct tape this bitch.
The sound of the tape tearing away from itself, that adhesive. How do you do this, Trey? How badly is this done?
Like if there was a pole that a bully was duct taping, one of his preys to. That's how bad I would duct tape him. Yeah.
Understood. So, a whole roll of duct tape is used. Wesley there is a possibility of you awakening during the day if imminent danger is present. However, this is not imminent danger, and as such, you remain in your day sleep. Trey, there's some movement in the room next door as the door opens to the basement, and down walks Derek, Victor's ghoul, and looks at you and looks at Wesley.
I look at him and I look at Wesley. And I just freeze until he moves away.
He walks back upstairs without a word.
Yeah.
After you lay down for day sleep, Trey, you rest. You are, again, the first to rise an hour before the rest.
Success on the rouse check.
Excellent. What is your hunger level tonight?
Let me double check. I don't think I managed to kill the guy. Yes, at 1. I did not kill him last session, so.
Excellent. Is there anything you wish to accomplish in your hour, Trey?
No, I'll just continue reading. Actually, I'm gonna sniff out Jason's little blood pouch.
Blood
and like slow.
pouch.
Yeah, the little dried up beef jerky he has in his closet.
Jason, if you would kindly detail again who this individual is, this captive.
This captive of mine is a little Camarilla flunky. Someone who tried running away, and so I chased him down, shot him, dragged him back for the purpose of interrogation. And I proceeded to put this man into a closet until I felt like dealing with him. That's all.
It's not too difficult to find, Trey. You've all familiarized yourselves with the house, claimed territory within it, rooms and such. Find him in the closet. He is again still in torpor.
I'm a hype myself up a little bit, you know, and I'm a just take a taste, just a little taste, you know, just not even bite him, maybe like cut his arm and lick, you know.
Understood. Tastes sweet, almost rich, different than blood of animals, different even from the mortals you have fed from. His blood is rich. His blood is regal, almost expensive tasting.
Oh. I'll just take just a little sip and then leave. I'll resist and leave.
You do this. It's as if taste of the finest of Swiss chocolate, the sweetest of wine, the most expensive, delicious meal. It is difficult to leave behind, Trey. You find yourself lingering at the door just a little bit. I'd like a roll for
maybe just a little another sip and that'll be it, and then I'll leave. Just
another sip.
just a little.
What was your favorite food in life, Trey?
Oh yeah, baked potato with butter and sour cream. Sometimes those bacon bits. I eat like 2 or 3 of those.
You've never been It's one of those foods that stacks. One of those foods that just rests heavy in the stomach. One is usually enough. 2, 3, it will leave you with that lethargy. The itis is sometimes called. This tastes similar. You can taste the difference in fluidity, in substance, in texture, of course, but it's reminiscent. You can almost feel the top-notch ingredients. Fresh cut onions, sour cream that isn't just from a plastic tin.
How does this taste better than like the real thing? This is like some Willy Wonka shit.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. The second sip, Trey, is more enticing than the last. And he doesn't seem to mind.
Is Jason in sight?
I don't believe Jason sleeps close by the closet now.
Ooh. So I'm by myself with this Capri Sun.
Indeed you are.
All right. One more and then I'll leave. That's it. Just one more and then I'll leave.
Just one more. What was your favorite drink, Trey?
I really like cranberry mango mixed with Sunny D lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now we've gone over your favorite food, your favorite drink. But I'm curious. What are some family members that you were close to? Share with me some
what?
fond memories of your family.
I mean, it's not like too much, but you know, I had a pretty decent life. Dad managed to take care of us, and we used to go to Benihana's, and you know, they used to do the whole little volcano stuff, and then we'll pose out in front. Just, you know, typical good family things. Movies almost every weekend.
Taste
But
and
that was
smell is transported. Taste your meal, you taste the drink, and that entices you more. You can feel the flavors of mango, and the juices seeping past your tongue, down your throat, and you can almost smell fire. But not in the sense that it is dangerous. Like that grill at Benihana's. For a brief moment, the laughter of your family as the chef flicks food over to a neighboring patron. Maybe it's just a memory, but you find yourself drawn back, taking that picture, driving back home. Meal has been had. But why stop there? A family movie. Time with your loved ones. Popcorn to stack on to a heavy meal. The warmth of family. And the comfort of the loved ones that you no longer see. Trey. 3 sips were taken. I need a roll from you.
what kind of roll?
This is a roll to resist continuing to drink. You are only at hunger 1. You have made it very clear your palate and your abstinence from certain prey. Roll me your unspent willpower.
Oh shit. Okay. Unspent?
Yes. Bear in mind, Every session, you will regain willpower, and this is for everyone. You will regain willpower equal to either your composure or your resolve, whatever is higher.
Is that at the beginning or in?
Beginning.
Beginning? Okay, so I'm good. So I'll roll all 6 of my willpower. I don't use my hunger die, do I?
For this, no. This is a special roll, something on the fly that I'm making for you.
Two successes.
2 successes. Trey, you are at hunger 1. 3 sips were taken. Altogether, 4 points of temptation in a way. Halved. You made the difficulty of 2. Just barely. But this is a sensation you won't be soon forgetting. What would you like to do, Trey?
I'll go read the Book of Nod.
Indeed. Like a stalwart Baptist, you rush to the Bible after feeling temptation of sin. Well done. Jason, Wesley. A bit later, you both rise as well. Rouse checks from you both, please. You're muted, Jason.
Yep, success.
Bringing you guys to what hunger tonight?
Still 0.
0 to 1. Movement in the house as you all begin to stir. Monique and Mishenka doing the same. The house becomes fairly lively. Jason, Wesley, this night is yours.
I get up from where I'm sleeping and kind of just look around the room. I sleep in the basement with everyone else, so.
Fucking duct tape.
And do I happen to spot my little friend here? Duct tape up.
I would say absolutely. Wesley, I don't think you would be quiet upon arising and realizing that you're fully duct taped to the ceiling.
Yeah, Wesley's trying his hardest to break it. He's like, girl, I ain't supervised. We decided discipline, whatever you want to call it, man. I should be able to do this.
Okay, well, is this your new way of staying on the ceiling, or how did someone help you to get up there?
I'm upside down on a pipe right now. Duct tape to it.
Let's get you down. Where did we put my knife? I put it inside the pillow. All right. Come over here. Actually, stay right
It's
there.
taking 10 to 15 minutes cutting me out of duct tape.
Yep.
Both of you, no roll required, eventually get Wesley untaped through sort of force of strength and cutting through the tape as well. It does take a little bit of time. As you guys are doing this, Trey, you hear, of course, the hubbub in the basement. In addition to this, Trey, you are where reading the Book of Nod? Basement, or are you upstairs?
Upstairs. Probably at this point, I'll probably get up to beat the pups.
Understood.
Yeah.
You do this. You see Monique and Mishenka have backpacks in hand, set up by the door. They're maneuvering upstairs, grabbing things. Looks like kitchen knives, heavier objects, putting them in the bags. So we're doing a sweep of the house real quick.
Did y'all need help with something, or what's going on?
Monique looks at you. Nothing for you to worry about. We'll be taking a girls' night out.
Okay. Okay.
Try to get along with the rest of your pack while we're gone.
Will do.
Mashenka takes a large butcher knife, putting it into the small net portion of one of the bags. Clearly exposed, clearly easily seen. She picks up the bag. They both pick up their backpacks. Mashenka gives you a very big smile as they exit the home. As
Going downstairs.
you feed the pups, you head downstairs. It's around this time, Wesley, that you are freed from the duct tape prison. Trey, you join your companions downstairs.
Do you think you're jokes from now?
What are you talking about?
You wake up before all of us. And I remember going to sleep and thinking, you know what's a great idea? Duct tape.
I don't know what you're talking about, but did Monique or Mashenka tell you where they were going?
Yeah.
No, we were too busy cutting out our little friend here.
Yeah. Yeah. Get a
I
fucking
think-
coffin.
What? What'd you
Getting
say?
a coffin. Anyway.
I mean, okay. Nobody sleeps hanging upside down anyway. You're the only one.
Nobody sleeps with duct tape on them, so I mean.
I don't know why they're paying us someone that eats rabbits.
I don't know why you think this was me, but
You're
look,
the only one.
This is Occam's razor.
Derek is here.
Derek would
Derek?
never fly.
Derek, you want it? Wesley goes to go find Derek.
Look. Wait, all right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mashenka and Monique just left, and they're packed to the brim with shit.
Okay, and they said they were going to handle getting Victor, but we should continue the mission. What was the next group you're supposed to meet?
The mission.
Yeah, talking to the people in Mexico.
I didn't even want to look at those people.
So we're really just
That
gonna
was
let
the
them
new
go off
Warriors.
on their we're just gonna let them leave.
You just not listen to orders?
I'm just saying, if
They told
They told us they'd handle it. They
Yeah,
told
and
us
if
to
they
keep doing us.
and if they get taken too, then what?
Then it's boys' night.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really.
Then it's boys' night.
Yeah, it's
Do
just
y'all
us.
not give a fuck about them? Or I'm just the guy that if
Alright.
that guy managed to take Victor,
Then you think we can do something about it?
Yeah,
If
and
they
he
take
caught him by
them,
surprise
you think
because
we can
of
do
you
something about
chasing
it?
after a bird. Remember this is all about that fucking stupid pigeon?
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Remember that? You remember that,
Bird.
Jason? Stupid pigeon. shit.
Mm-hmm. Always a bird.
Someone call Felix or something, bro. I don't have time for this.
oh Felix.
Nah, he gonna make fun of us if we.
We don't have to explain anything to him. We just need to know where the next group lies at. We did the new Warriors. We did, was it
Is
Hannah?
that
or
what she
something?
told us to do?
She said to just resume as usual. I'm doing as usual.
Well, our as usual is we've already met everyone, so I guess it's just us. So
Why not
I'm-
make sure Monique and Mashenka is good?
all right, if you want to do that with your little animal powers, you can go do that. You can
Yeah,
send a little
go
bird
send a
or
fucking
something.
pigeon after him. Exactly.
Yeah, go send Tweety Bird or something.
Go get a roadrunner to chase after him.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay,
And I
Mr.
get my
Ducktail,
dog and I
you.
leave. I'm tracking down Mashenka and Monique.
This boy really is on his shit. I swear.
You don't know this. You don't know this until it's too late. All right. Stay
You
down
guys,
there. Keep playing with your duct tape. All
we
right.
gotta do. You're the one that fuck I hate. Hey, Jason, let's just continue. What if we met with the groups? What expand territory? What's the next step? You're older than.
Right. We already know those girls can handle themselves. They can handle themselves better than we can handle ourselves.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's weird. It's like if Captain America said, like, I'm going on a solo mission. You're like, yeah, let me go. Like, you're Bucky before the arc. Jeez.
Trey,
You're just some. You're just some
Trey take the
dude.
phone with him? Trey, you already left the room, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. I left. I'm gone.
Oh,
I'm deuces. Fuck
You're
you
slandering
guys.
your name right now.
That's fine. Fuck you guys.
did
I'm
Trey
gonna take
have
my
a-
Roadrunner ass and I'm gonna make sure
This fucker's gonna get Jason
sire
Todd,
is
bro.
safe.
He's gonna get the Jason Todd tree. That's all I'm saying.
Alright, I'm gonna head up the stairs and see if I see Trey still walking or getting ready the dogs.
Trey, your hound is never far. At the top of the stairs, you find your pup. So when you leave Jason and Wesley, what happens next?
I'm gonna try to.
So he's gonna go tracking like a good boy.
Yeah. I'm gonna track from a safe distance Mashenka and Monique. Since nobody cares about their pack. All right.
Oh my god. It's a Steve Rogers before the super serum annoying.
So, you depart, leaving Jason and Wesley in the basement. Mashenka and Monique took a vehicle. It is not difficult to see what direction they've gone, as you guys live in a nicer neighborhood, and night activity is scarce, even for the types of neighbors that you have. You can see them going down the hill as you step into the street. What happens next, Trey?
Yeah, I'm not like chasing them down or nothing. I imagine, like Monique has a smell, right? You know?
Most Canaanites, most mortals do.
I would like to try to tune in to either one of the two or both and try to keep that scent as a guide.
Understood. So, from that, I'll need a roll from you. I'm going to need... Let's call this... your survival. And your wits.
I've aroused the blood. Fail.
A point of hunger as your beast begins to stir.
Five with a messy crit.
5 successes with a messy crit. Your beast, with the rising hunger and the with the messy critical, you are able to keep the scent. It almost points in a direction. This sort of internal compass keeps on them. You can kind of track them just by scent, much as an animal would. It continues down for some ways. You're not entirely sure just yet of how far or what turn you'll need to make as you go down the road. But the result of a messy critical results in your beast stirring a bit further, bubbling up a little bit more than you intended.
What? Like another hunger type deal? Or
Not quite. You are going to be suffering a compulsion.
Oh shit. Okay.
While I find your particular compulsion, Jason and Wesley, what are you two up to?
Boy, Jason, about what to do next. Monique or Shanker and handling Victor. Apparently in all the groups, and Nazi tried to kill us, and it seemed alright. We didn't really talk with the new warriors, kind of just had a temporary team up to fight those candy scumbags.
It's better if we fight them while we got the whole group here. And considering 3 of them just left, one decided to chase him down like a damn puppy that decided he wants to see their owner, and they left the door open. All right, so I'm gonna text him. I'm gonna send a text to TREY just saying, and you bring your phone with you. And I'm just gonna look at you. If he did not bring his damn phone with him, I swear on God.
TREY, did you bring your phone with you?
Yeah, I got it with me. Do I respond? That's another question.
You recognize the fact that a message has come through, but right now, as I said, you're suffering compulsion. You are uninterested in this device. You have the scent of your prey. You are suffering from the gangrel compulsion feral impulses. Verbatim, returning to an animalistic state, the vampire regresses to a point where speech is hard, clothes are uncomfortable, and arguments are best settled with teeth and claws. For one scene, the vampire gains a 3 dice penalty to all rolls involving manipulation and intelligence. They can only speak in one-word sentences during this time. With that in mind, would you reply?
No. No. I wouldn't have replied even if I could speak in full sentences. But I'd probably fucking take off my shirt or some shit.
Understood. Do you pursue?
Yeah.
Jason, Wesley, no response from TREY.
Okay.
No.
Alright.
I will say this. At the very least, I'll give this to you guys a little bit. What kind of phones do you guys have? Android, iPhone?
Wes has a flip phone because he can't use touchscreens.
Fair.
Nerd.
I got an iPhone. I'm ready.
Pixel.
Jason, there's it doesn't show that it was seen necessarily. Like, doesn't have the words "seen" for like most iPhone users communicating with other iPhones. But you know it was seen as it sort of shifts color.
All right. Well, he at least has his phone. So.
All right, on its own. Duos night, Batman and Robin. You ready?
Batman and Robin? What you mean?
Like I said, we met all the groups, right? Is there any more groups to meet? No.
There's no more groups.
New Warriors hand covered.
Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm probably gonna head to a hardware store or something. Like, I need to get some stuff.
Let's do that. But then, patrol, expand the domain a little bit or something. I don't know. Didn't we come here to get big?
Yeah, but start some small things, like getting our base a little more defensive. I'm gonna need to head to a hardware store to get some of that.
Yeah, and I'm saying, well, let's push our domain like a string forwarders, quick patrol, recon. We plan a future domain expansion.
All right. Well, I can go recon a hardware store. And
We'll do it after, all right? Let's go. Where are we going? East. We're in Mexico.
All right.
I don't think that exists.
So Jason and Wesley seeking out a hardware store. They'll be closed by the time you get there, but I don't think that that's a concern for the two of you.
It is not. Especially since I got my little boy here who's a little harder to pick up on electronics.
All they're gonna see is pixels and shadow.
I'm gonna toss some rocks if I see any cameras. Just break those things real quick. Hit a security room after. But yeah, we're breaking in.
Understood. Time passes. Trey, you pursue. You make the correct turns. You have their scent. You're far behind them, but you can continue if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this compulsion doesn't necessarily makes me drive to find my prey, right? It just kind of
No, you just resort to sort of a more animalistic state. You have a choice of pursuing or if you'd like to veer off.
Yeah, I mean, I would continue to pursue. If I have the retention to realize, oh shit, we're out in the middle of fucking nowhere, like in a desert or some shit, then I'll probably stop and, go back. But if I feel like they're headed somewhere in town or, within a handful of miles or whatever, then yeah, I'll keep pursuing.
You have the retention.
Or-
And luckily for you, the compulsion only lasts for a scene. So as this travel continues, you eventually regain sort of intelligent thought and composure. You find yourself not in the middle of nowhere necessarily, but it looks like down the street in another neighboring neighborhood.
Do I see their car? Like it, or is it still going? Like the scent, I guess, still traveling.
Looks like their car is parked a little bit down the road, not necessarily in the driveway, but half in the driveway, just half on the street of another nicer looking home. Doors are closed.
I guess I'll just try my best to stake out to make sure, they're good. Maybe take my phone out and zoom in with the camera, yeah, stuff like that,
Understood. So we fade away from you for a moment. Jason Wesley, you've arrived at a hardware store. As I stated earlier, it is closed.
I'm gonna look on my phone to see if there's anywhere open at the moment, and if not, I'm just gonna break into this one.
Closed in everywhere nearby. This is the closest hardware store to your location. Again, you guys live in a neighborhood that is pretty well off, so it's almost like the suburbs.
I wish I could read some of these Spanish names. All right. So I guess this one's the only one open, so... All right. You ever broke into a hardware store before?
Broken into places, never specifically a hardware store.
Okay, well, we're gonna hop on in here. We're gonna go find the security room, wreck that shit, and yeah. So, let's get in there. I'm gonna go up. Doors are locked, I assume. But how secure are these doors? Like, are these just normal glass doors, or are these hard? What were we talking about?
You have a normal door, glass. It looks like a metal screen is dropped over from the side, pulling from the left to the right. It's not too terribly
Do
secure.
they have any of those like stickers say they have security?
It is one of the. It does have one of the stickers that it's provided by a security company. Yes.
All right. So you got those little arms right there. You think you can unlock the door from behind them with those?
Yeah, yeah. Like take them out. Yeah.
Awesome. So just unlock the door, and we'll start moving from there.
Like, I'll just brute force the metal.
You can just brute force the metal. More intricate movement with the arms of Ahriman will be a lot more difficult.
All right, let's just brute force it. If you don't think you
Yeah,
can
he's
do it.
fair.
All right, together.
Rip it to the side of my using the focus.
Arms of Ahriman is going to need a rouse check. You can also just use your own strength, gentlemen, if you would like.
Who's going to strength first?
Then whoever is leading the charge on this, let me know who would like to make the roll. The other will be applying an additional die as the help action, we'll call it.
You should probably lead this since you're a little bit more in shape than me when it comes down to this whole strength pushing thing. You got some bigger arms.
Yeah, yeah. I squat letter. I get additional die, you said? What's the rule?
Correct. Due to Jason's help, you'll be granted an additional die for this roll. You can also, as I am always remiss to let you guys know, choose to take half on this roll, meaning you'll take half your dice pool, and that is the number of successes you'll get.
What dice pool strength and
For this particular roll, it's going to be strength and just strength and athletics.
oh, okay. I guess I'll take half because that'd be what 3. I have 6 without that extra die.
Yes. So there will be when taking half, you round down. So with 7 die, you'll be taking 3 successes. Easy enough to rip off the door or rip off the metal enough to where it's off of its hinges. You can pry it back and move on in. Now, gentlemen, what are you here for?
Listen, what are you here for, Jason? We're here for you. I want to do some vigilante patrols.
All right, so I'm gonna need. Do they got it? I assume if there's a big enough place, do they have any such thing like blow torches? Gonna need some nails. Gonna need hammers. All the good stuff. Saws, hammers, blow torches.
All these things you can find in this hardware store. The only issue with the blowtorch is that the fuel for the blowtorch itself, will provide the fuel to burn, is in a different aisle.
I'm gonna go get that fuel then. At least a lot of it. I'm taking a whole shopping cart with me right now.
Excellent. You guys break into this place and you guys begin your little shopping spree. There is no alarm that is sounded despite that sticker.
Oh shit. Hey, could you go find the security room, bust that shit up for me?
Yeah. Easy.
Awesome. Make sure you you live any permanent damage to electronics just by being near it?
Yeah, they like to store it.
Okay, good. Just go in there.
Only if they really need my reflection. So.
Oh. Just be really touchy in there.
Screens.
Touch anything, grab it, just whatever you think you need to do.
If it doesn't work, I'll just smash it to pieces.
Yeah, do exactly that.
I need to make a roll to find the security room, and I just go in the back and.
There's no security room, really. It's just an area. You can see that there's
Corner of the office.
Corner of the manager's office has a couple screens and all of the security cameras. This sort of closed circuit television network. It's not too difficult. Wesley, just being near or being on video does cause some distortion. Being near this causes a little bit of video freakout, just a little bit of haze, but nothing that will remain permanent. You'll need to destroy this place.
Oh, easy enough. Is there like, I don't know, just like a random pipe or something nearby, something I can swing?
There's a chair.
Yeah, I'll grab a chair and let's go to town.
Understood. You guys ransack and steal from a hardware store. Trey, we join you once more.
Yeah, just providing overwatch. You know, if I need to get better angles and move, I'll do that. Or send it, you know, like a little mouse or a rat to hopefully get some info or something.
Using your camera on your phone. Pixel's a pretty good camera. It's we've come a long way from just dreaming of the possibility of zooming and enhancing. You use your camera and you peek through the windows. Mashenka and Monique have stormed this place. You can see heavy bloodshed through open windows. And as you kind of change position and move, you can see Mashenka is pressing a gentleman up to a wall and peeling back the flesh along his arm, using a long, thin nail across his wrist.
Ugh. Okay, well. You said that was Mashenka?
Correct.
Where's Monique?
Monique is not seen at the moment.
I'll be on the lookout for her. Mm-hmm. And if there's anybody like running, trying to escape or whatever.
Keep an eye out. You can definitely see through the camera, zooming in and just watching. People are screaming, but there's no sound. Nothing coming from that house. You keep an eye out for Monique. Eventually, you see Mashenka has split this man's arm down the middle. Bone, tendon, flesh and all, and is beginning to tear in half as he screams. She seems to be asking him something. Apparently the answer wasn't satisfactory as she rips the arm away at the elbow in two different halves. Next to Mashenka quickly appears Monique, holding up what looks like another gentleman. He's lax and sort of just maybe unconscious. His muscles are loose and he's just dangling. She raises him by the hair. You can see very quickly that it's not that he's unconscious, it's that his lower half is missing. This man is clearly dead. Split in half, torn right in two. Another question is asked, and they don't appear to like the answer. She rips off the arm of the severed man, and then starts to peel flesh and stuff muscle tendons into this gentleman's mouth.
Yeah, I kind of angled the camera away from the dead bodies, trying to keep them in sight and hopefully avoid seeing, you know, the carnage just a little bit.
You do this. You can see blood spray across one of the windows. Again, no sound from that house. What else would you like to do, Trey?
At this point, I'm just more worried about losing them. Like we lost Victor, so yeah. I'm gonna just hang out with the pup. Keep an overwatch.
You watch and you wait. You see someone on a balcony. The home itself is a solid piece of brick, and then there's this lowered platform provides a balcony. Someone is moved up there. You can see very clearly it's male in form. He is maybe not bleeding, but he has blood on his shirt, his jeans. He's looking over the railing of the balcony. He looks to be looking for an escape route.
Yeah, if it doesn't look like Monique or Mashenka notices, I would try to prepare to intercept them before escaping.
He's terrified. You can very clearly see this. He is now over the railing, sort of gripping onto it, and trying to lower himself down, making the drop as painless as possible. He's shaking, however, and his hands appear to have blood on them as well. As he begins to slip, he falls down the side. That was a clear sound. The thud, the grunt, the movement among foliage. Still no sound from the house.
I don't want to get caught. But if he starts making his way away from the house,
oh, he's running, Trey. He's getting toward what looks like he's looking at the vehicle that your friends drove up in, and looks at the garage of the home itself that is closed. He begins to maneuver past the sort of rock and desert plant yard as he runs down the street. He's not screaming, but he's just panting. He's kind of cursing to himself. Just, oh God, oh fuck, oh shit, God. As he runs.
Then I'll try to move to intercept. Try to take him down the alley or something.
Give me a Dex and Athletics roll, Trey.
Four successes with a regular crit.
4 successes with a regular crit. You're on him in moments. Quicker than he is. What would you like to do?
Tackle him. Try to incapacitate him.
You take him down. This is another sound that he makes. He grunts to the ground, screams out, "What the fuck?" He reaches for his belt. You can see very clearly there's a holster there, empty.
Beat his ass. Knock him out.
Okay. Give me strength roll, please.
All right. This isn't my expertise here. All right. I'm gonna rouse the blood.
By all means. You can also, again, feel free to take half.
I just said this isn't my expertise. No. A success, though.
Your beast is satisfied. It won earlier, and it does seem to be here and present, but it's not pushing just yet.
I'll spend a willpower to reroll.
Understood.
Four successes.
4 successes. You strike him. He has no real opportunity to defend. He's going to take some damage, Trey, and it looks like he's already injured. You can see now that his left arm is broken. Not snapped like you've seen some of the others in that house, but definitely is bending in a strange way. You strike him. You're trying to silence him.
Yeah. Because you said that they look like they're interrogating them.
Indeed.
Right.
You strike him. Where? Side of the head? Jaw?
Jaw. Yeah. Ear. Right here. Temple, you know.
You strike him in the
Yeah.
temple, you knuckle strikes the ear. He's very clearly rocked and quiet for a moment as his ear begins to bleed. He's barely conscious.
Another punch.
By all means, no roll required. This is going to be easy enough. You can very clearly just knock him out in this.
Okay.
The issue now, Trey, is the blood. You're at 2 hunger. It's not too terribly high. But the meal you had earlier was decadent. Just a little taste was rich. This is not that level of decadence of flavor. But it does smell different. Smells enticing, inviting almost.
But not as good as the other one.
No.
I don't have to. I'm not like compelled to partake. Am I?
No, just an observation from you here.
Okay. No. I'll. Yeah. No. I'm not. I'm not gonna eat from this dude. It's one thing to do it, you know, from a kindred. You know, it's different from a mortal, right? This is immortal, right? So, yeah.
Well, that's an interesting point, Trey. Go ahead and give me wits and insight. While you make that roll, Wesley, Jason, you've continued and successfully acquired the things for your shopping spree.
Ah, yes, shopping.
Food registers.
Yeah.
Putting my pesos up.
Yep. All right, I come back to the front of the store with a entirely filled shopping cart. If they had souvenirs, I'd nick those too. Mm-hmm. All right. Trey, you got everything you need? Wait.
Hey. Wow. Very good, sir.
I'm sorry for that. I apologize.
Yeah, I grabbed all the money from the register. No coins, but anything was rustling in my pocket.
Okay. All right, so let's get out of here. Hopefully they did not have a silent alarm there. So yeah, let's get going.
To murder times.
You guys depart from this space as freely as you would like. No one appears, no man with a gun, no security guard tries to block your escape.
Is this how easy it is in Mexico City? You know, honestly, you know what? Maybe it's because of all the gangs here. Is that why?
I grew up in a shitty part of town.
I think we're in the nice part of town, honestly.
I mean, you were on the nice part. I was not. I lived
Oh,
on the
that's fair. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You know, we're gonna get this back home, and I'm gonna have to check on that little torpor guy.
Oh, your guy in the closet?
Oh yeah, I need to check on him. Probably put some blood in him, and then get to work.
You just, diabolize him, take his memories. Jazz.
I'll be honest with you, man. This might be embarrassing to admit, but I've never diabolized the guy.
Me either, until, what was it, 2 nights ago? Best feeling ever.
Like, how many memories did you get from him? Like, was it
I
the whole
never-
stock or?
Yeah, it was just flashes. Like, I knew he was, like, a career. Like I said, he was a mindless drone, bro. I looked at his life. He's been working for, like, the tower for, like, 6 decades doing nothing. Same job for 60 years. Can you imagine that? Could not be.
Honestly, though, that was my old life. I was pretty much doing that with the old clan. I'm glad that I got out of that to join this.
We're better now. You got everything you need.
Oh yeah, I got.
And back to the house.
Yeah, trust me, this man, he is not gonna love what I have for him.
Torture.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna see how much pain this guy still feels.
You guys successfully make your way out of the area. Trey, the result of your roll.
I got 4 with a messy crit.
He is almost mortal. You can smell something on him. He's almost... It's possible to be a little bit canine. It's a similar smell to Derek. He's likely a ghoul.
Mm. Well, I mean, yeah, he's not really immortal then. I mean, I could take like a sip, just one sip,
You could take a
right?
sip.
Yeah, just one sip.
Do you do this?
Yeah, I'll just take one sip.
Just a sip.
But I need to keep them alive. They're interrogating people.
Indeed. You sip. It's not as rich, but there is an explosion of flavor. It's almost like Indian food, just the right amount of spice. There's a stigma of the UK, of the colonialism that went on when the United Kingdom, or rather England, was conquering. There's the old joke of they conquered the world for spice and then don't use it. This is the exact opposite of that. This is the perfect amount of spice. There's flavor that just eats on each taste bud. It just dances. It makes you angry. It makes your heart burn. For a brief moment again, you feel passion. And you reflect just in a split second on Jason and Wesley's words. The amount of shit you've been getting, Trey, is infuriating, and you've taken it in stride. As you drink from this individual, just a little bit of a taste, you're angry. You're furious. And you are not hungry enough for you not to realize this is fueling it. There's a part of you that wants to go home, that wants to assert dominance, to prove to Jason and Wesley that, God damn it, you're worth respect. And just because you're the youngest doesn't mean you're weak. And you're confident that you could show them that. There's rage building, Trey, each passing moment, every single second that you drink from this man. It's building in you that fire, that explosion. You are a volcano ready to erupt. You are angry. Do you continue to drink, Trey?
Can I like make a roll for this? This is...
You are you can of course make a roll. This will be your unspent willpower. But I will also state that you don't need to drain him. You aren't at that level yet. You can slake some hunger if you would like.
Yeah, just a 1 dot of hunger. I'm not gonna drain him.
You embrace it. You taste rage, that passion There's that violent bullying aspect. You think perhaps that this gentleman was cruel. And you partake in it. You can feel that passion become your own. Trey, you've partaken in your first resonance. This is choleric. This is attuned to the element of fire. This is passion personified. This is adrenaline pumping through your veins now.
It's spicy.
So, you slake a single point of hunger. What happens next, Trey? He's unconscious, and you can taste. Again, that's going to stick for a while. You can feel it. There's that energy almost.
I got rushed him back to where, you know, Monique and Mashenka could see him, hopefully without seeing me.
You peek up, and you see your dog by your side, ears perked, head turned toward the house, as if it hears something. And it's it's like it's hearing a dog whistle. And you hear small little scratch marks on pavement, on the rocks, through the foliage. The sound of rats being called through the city. Eventually they stop. They're confident in their numbers and they take to the streets, not hiding along the foliage or the shadows. A small wave of rats is coming up this street from the other buildings, from the rocks, from the stones. Rats moving toward the house.
And, oh man. Oh, okay. Are these our rats? Is this Monique doing some rat stuff? Can I try to do feral whispers and?
You can absolutely attempt that, of course.
Yeah.
They're already
yeah,
in the area, so there's no need to summon. It's just a matter of talking to them.
Yeah. I'll try to talk to him to ascertain who's calling him. You know, is it like, you know, a pretty lady with glasses and a biker jacket, or?
There's a roll that needs to be made, Trey.
Yeah.
And I believe another rounds check. Am I correct?
Oh, damn it! Fuck yeah. Success.
Success. Your beast seems satisfied.
Pull up the roll real quick. You said the roll to summon isn't required.
No, they're already here.
Okay, so just charisma and animalism then.
Correct.
Six successes with a regular crit.
6 successes. One of them does kind of stop and it kind of just is looking between the house and you. Clearly splitting its attention, but it is stopped and ready to communicate. What do you ask it?
Oh, what you doing, buddy? Where you going?
We're promised food. Food, and there's food. There's plenty of food. I'm gonna be late if you...
Well, who promised you?
Pretty voice.
A pretty voice, like a lady voice?
Female, yes. I'm gonna be late for food.
Okay. Go ahead.
Scampers away.
I'll try to drag the body closer to the car so they see him, and then run off.
You do this. He's left by the tire, mice sort of scattering. They don't pay him or you or your pup any mind.
Yeah, let's run before they see us.
You do this. Jason and Wesley, you would arrive a little bit before TREY. Back at home with your tools.
Okay. So let's start setting up some of this tools upstairs and check if TREY got back yet. I'm gonna get the rest of this set up. Try to wake up that guy in a bit, and we'll go from there.
I mean, just tell me what you want the times, you know.
I'm sorry, can you lean forward? What'd you say there?
Tell me where you want the things. We doing like a classic setup, put him in a chair, take out his
Oh.
fingernails, car
Yeah.
battery.
Yeah, absolutely. Did we get any beef? Do we got any beef in the fridge? I'm gonna try something I saw on the TV show.
Derek kind of sees all the tools and just kind of looks at the two of you. That's my beef. Why the fuck do you need my beef?
Oh, right. You still eat.
Yeah, cool.
I was gonna do that, the one movie, the show with the guy with the skull, vigilante. I was gonna do that little scene.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay. Don't worry about it. We'll leave your beef. I'll just torture him normally.
Cool, thanks. I don't dig into your guys' food. Let's not dig into mine, okay?
Okay, fair enough.
And you win. Yeah, sure. Is there like a market, 24 place? We can go run, grab some meat real quick. Why don't we just go murder man? Trey does it all the time, right? Can't be that hard.
Yeah, do you want anything? Do you want us to pick you up something, or?
No, just trying to keep it down. I'm trying to game upstairs, and I'm trying to fucking call my girlfriend. It's not...
Like Fresca.
No, just...
Oh, you two still texting?
Yeah, we're... Fuck you, dude. He walks away.
No, yeah.
Okay, well, hopefully he's on the service to actually get that. Yeah, so let's go get this guy set up and hopefully trade in, use all the duct... Actually, never mind. I got some extra duct tape right here.
Yeah, let's take care of the chair.
Yeah, I'll give him the little speech and then we'll get started.
Get the car battery ready.
Mm-hmm.
You guys take time to set up your area. Trey,
Psychological torture on the projector of minions.
Trey, you arrive back at home. It's interesting to run and not sweat. It's interesting to run and not feel the burn of muscles. And with that blood now flowing through your system, you feel like you ran pretty well. You feel like, hell, you could take on track stars, cross-country folk.
Yeah, I'm fast as fuck.
Indeed. But you're home now. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'll just crash in the door and, close the door, let the pup in, and,
The pup immediately begins to sort of sniff new smells. You yourself can smell it too. There's propane or sort of gasoline in the house. It's not incredible. It's not a gas leak or anything like that, but there's also a little bit of sawdust and it looks like just scuff marks on some of the stuff. It looks like someone's brought some heavier equipment home. Your pup immediately kind of leaves the area, rushing upstairs. You can immediately hear Derek screaming, not in pain or anything like that, but just kind of yelling for it to get away.
Yeah, I'll go upstairs. See what's going on.
You go upstairs. Doesn't take you too long. You go around the corner, sort of up the first bit of steps, and there's a left that you need to make to go up the rest of them. Your pup, she bounds downwards. She seems to have what looks like a sandwich in her mouth.
Oh, nice.
Derek emerges at the top of the stairs and kind of looks down at you and says, "Oh, welcome home. You want to get your dog, please?"
Why are you being so mean, Derek?
Took my fucking lunch.
I'm sorry, but I could order something.
Fuck it. He walks back upstairs, back to his room.
You want to play video games?
Fuck off!
Yeah. All right, I'll play with you later.
Where do you go next, Trey?
If I could, I was follow the smell.
You find your friends, Jason and Wesley. Perhaps in this moment you don't exactly classify them as friends, but they're setting up something foul. At this point, there's a chair that's been brought out. There's a blowtorch that's kind of set up and connected to it, one of the propane tanks. There's a buzzsaw. A little bit of tarp that's been laid down.
What's with the blowtorch?
Well, you see, I had some inspiration, and I was thinking a thing, but changed plans. Still gonna use it though. Anyway, how was your little trip?
Well,
I was kind of hoping you're okay.
How was scouting?
Y'all don't care. Fuck y'all. Yeah, this is fire. You know that blowtorch, like.
Yeah, we know what fire is, man.
Yeah.
Okay. And y'all gonna hold it in your hand? Like there's fumes going on. Like I could smell the propane.
I mean, I would open the window, but then I don't want like all the sound getting out. So I mean,
exactly. We're Guantanamoing him. A little extreme torture. Get some information from the Cammy dog. And paw his fingernails. We need to get a car battery down here.
We still haven't set up the car battery. Okay. Anyway, it's good that you're back. I was kind of hoping that you were okay.
No, you wasn't. Fuck you guys.
No, I was. Oh.
And I'll walk out. I'm gonna close the door just in case the room explodes.
West, I think we might have been a little too hard on this guy.
No, I started reading the book and becomes a dick.
I go back to reading my book.
The class is religious enough. I mean, pick up a good book and see it.
Yeah,
right.
He did just change. Maybe this is kind of hard for him,
Yeah, it just changed. It's been like, 3 months? I adjusted after 2.
Yeah,
it's called lying to yourself.
Maybe you're just having an easier time than he is. Maybe.
Yeah, it's called lying to yourself. He needs to figure it out or get out the program. You know what I mean? This guy eats rabbit stuff.
I don't know, man. I was reading this one book on psychology over here, and I was just kind of thinking about it.
Dude, I died at 18. I'm 19. I don't care.
That's fair.
Didn't finish high school. I understood your psychology book. Never really read books. I was more of a comic book guy. About pictures. Let's just start dismembering this guy.
Well, I'm gonna go get the car battery.
Nice. I want to make sure he's tied up and secure and then we'll state.
Yep, and then we can feed him a little bit of blood to wake him up, and bada bing, bada boom. Right.
I should have fucking made him. Fucking bastards.
So, Jason and Wesley, you begin finishing preparations for interrogation of this individual. Now, he is torpor. That's going to require... It's going to have its own challenges. to awaken him from torpor. But that's a task for once everything is set up. Trey, you go back to reading your book. What in particular are you looking for? Knowledge, guidance. What do you seek in the Book of Nod?
Anything that justifies killing at this point.
Curious course, Trey. In what regard would you like to clarify?
You know, like on like, you know, in the regular Bible, there's tons of stories of, you know, God saying, hey, kill your son or do this and do that, you know. Is there anything similar in there, you know? Maybe something that you know, that covers. I know you're not supposed to eat your sire, right? That's a no-go. But what about your brother? I mean, Cain killed this brother, right? So, like, that's got to be okay.
A roll from you, Trey, as you spend time. Your choice of intellect and wits, or rather intellect or wits, and academics, or cult.
Morale's the blood. I will use wits in a cult, though I have nothing in a cult. Success on the blood rouse. Two successes.
2 successes. There's a lot that the Book of Nod says on killing. Killing your brother. That's why Cain was cursed. There's a lot to be said on what renounces the claims of blood. Cain laid forth laws. He sat his childer down and gave them rules to live by. Gave them laws, built a city, and dictated what was to be done and what was not to be done. There is rules for childer. There's rules of clans and guidance on moon beasts and the wild ones. You find a passage on the feeding, fairly short. Doesn't quite fit your goals or your needs or perhaps your desires in this time, in this space. There's nothing about killing your brother. Not really. There's rules of those who serve, the ghouls. There's rules of the feeding. There's nothing that will justify your anger right now. But you do find his commandments, and you can make of them what you will. They're interesting, Trey. Especially for the Sabbat, especially for this pack. There's some things in here that you certainly will have questions on. I will read to you what you find, but what you make of them is up to you. Thou shalt not slay thy sire and drink his heart's blood. Thou shalt hold the eldest among you as lord, even as I am your father, the eldest is closest to me. Thou shalt honor each other's house. Thou shalt honor each other's domain. Thou shalt not reveal yourselves as gods to the children of Seth. Honor another's progeny. Honor always your sire. Thou shalt teach your progeny the ways of the kindred. Thou shalt not embrace love. Thou shalt not feed of the moon beasts, the wild ones, the diseased, the insane, or the drunken. Thou shalt protect always those who serve. To your brothers and sisters, always give hospitality. To your sires, brothers and sisters, always give the best part of your house. To your progeny's brother and sisters, give a roof from the sun and the blood of a sheep. No more. Never forget your sire's sire, Cain the Wanderer. What are your thoughts, Trey?
I mean, the one that sticks out the most is hospitality, you know, and the lack of. But if I was to follow his words, there's a lot of respect to be given inherently, just based off of blood and kinship. He'll try to try his best to follow those.
Do you keep reading when you reflect on what you've already read?
A little bit.
You read, Trey, as Jason and Wesley do their work downstairs. A final thought I'll leave you with. You find, again, nothing that will justify really your anger. At least, not with the intention of killing. But what you do find not too far after his commandments, a section for Cain's law and punishment. The last passage sticks out. And yet I will root out the bad seed. I will weed out the worst of you. I will prune my dark tree in the manner that my father Adam taught me. And with that, we'll close this episode of Book of Saints. We thank you for joining us. We hope you'll join us next week. I, of course, have been your story guide, your storyteller, your game master, Gilbert Ramos, found everywhere on the internet. It's TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, at Ramos the Nomad. We, of course, have been the Rolling Nomads. You can find us right here on our Twitch channel. You can find us starting on August 7th for Season 2 of Scion Godsend over on twitch.tv/OnyxPath. We'll be starting that again August 7th at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You can find us here again in the World of Darkness this Sunday for our final season of Thy Kindred Come. We're very near the end, and things are shifting, changing. There's a lot to discuss, but other than that, as of right now, I have nothing else for you. Aside from the fact that you can find these episodes on YouTube. youtube.com/rollingnomads where they are uploaded semi-regularly every Tuesday and Thursday. I was on vacation recently, and then I came home and was sick, so there's still a mass upload that needs to be done, along with, vacation, being sick, and then some writing obligations I have. I'm a little bit behind. But next week, everything should be all caught up to speed. We'll be all squared away. You can find Scion and this Book of Saints over on our YouTube channel. Best way to keep up to date with us is Twitter. It's going to be @_rolling nomads to keep up to date with our late starts, our scheduling changes, anything we might be adding to the roster, things like that. Does anyone else have anything to plug?
Nope.
We're still not real. We're still
13 years. 13 years. You gotta get over the accident. We're not coming back. We become ghosts to play this game because it's fun, but
Excellent. Well, we thank you again for joining. We hope that you remember to rid yourself of an enemy, outlive him. But we'll see you next weekend, same time, same time, same place,
or murder them.
same Canaanites. See you soon.
Well, Isaiah to